What's up? This is Alex Chu. Oh, sorry. Coming at you with another episode. This episode, I want to talk about Alex Jones. Alex Jones lawsuit. He got sued by the families, the victims of Sandy Hook. The children killed in the Sandy Hook massacre, right? And he got sued by those people, and the verdict came out. Alex Jones owes these people $1 billion, close to $1 billion. And I want to tell you why. This is why the Chinese government hate lawyers. Okay, but before I talk about that, I want to tell you my name is Chu. My name is Alex Chu. I'm the guy who invented physical mortality rings. These are rings that you put on your small finger, string sleep. You wear them, you don't age anymore. You become physically immortal. For example, I'm already 51, and 4 months I'll be 52. See, I'm still pretty slim, right? See, I look a lot younger than Alex Jones. Okay, Alex Jones is like 3 years younger than me. See, I'm still pretty slim. I'm an alcoholic. I drink every morning, right? If you go to my website, livemuchlonger.com, I have lots of testimonials from Amazon customers. Most of them give me 4-star, 5-star. If you're interested, you want to look like me when you're 51, livemuchlonger.com, livemuchlonger.com. Link is at the bottom of this video. I was shocked, man. I think that the verdict just came out. I don't know when, but I saw the video yesterday. Alex Jones owes like $900 some million to these Sandy Hook parents. Okay, I was so angry, man. I was so angry, and Alex Jones was mocking them, saying that like he's doing the Oprah Winfrey. You got 50 million. You got 50 million. You got 50 million. Yeah, I was very angry because I think these people don't deserve it. Let me tell you why I think people don't deserve it, and I want to explain why the Chinese government hate lawyers. Okay, because of this. Okay, look, it because this is a conspiracy theory, right? For example, sometimes I think that the moon landings are fake, right? And I will talk about it in my video. I say the moon landings are fake. So should I be sued? Should astronauts sue me? And also, this incident happened to Larry Flint. You know the guy who opened up Hustlers? He was on the wheelchair. He died a few years ago. He in his magazine, the Hustlers magazine, he mocked some priest, saying that the priest was fornication with his mother, meaning that the priest had sex with his mother. But it's just a joke, right? It's like a comedy. Somebody wrote that in one of his magazines. And he got sued, and of course, I mean the priest lost the case because basically the judge says that this is sort of like comedy. If most people wouldn't believe it, then you should not sue this person because this is sort of like a comedy gig. For example, would you sue Jay Leno, for making fun of Obama or making fun of George Bush? Saying something. These comedians, they always say something that's not true, but then it's only for a laugh. People should know this is not for real. This is just a joke, right? And Alex Jones said, the Sandy Hook massacre was staged, right? It's all fake. Come on, man. This is I think most people wouldn't take this seriously. Okay, most people would not take it seriously. I think only like 1% of the whole population would actually take this seriously, or even less than 1%, right? So this should be viewed as a joke. But then these people sue him for defamation. Defamation for what? You're just regular people. You're not like a billionaire. You're not selling fucking brand name shoes and brand name I don't know, clothes, right? It's like defamation for what? You still got your job, you still got your house, your kid is dead. I understand your child is dead, but look, anyway, I think these people don't deserve all that money, I think Alex Jones should not lose these cases, And here's why I think this is why Chinese government would hate these lawyers, because you know why everything's so expensive in the United States? Rent is sky high. Okay, rent is so expensive. Medical bills are so expensive. If you have a surgery, right, in the United States, you talking about like $200,000 and up. A simple little surgery. You broke your shin bone or you broke your arm. It could cost you this much money. It could cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like pills, all the drugs that you use. Every drug is like, I don't know, Viagra is like $7 or $8 per pill. And all these diabetes drugs or asthma drugs. Everything is so expensive. Rents are so expensive. Uh, Basically, everything is so expensive. And there's no more factories in the United States. We don't produce anything anymore. Everything goes to China. You know why? Because because of lawsuits, okay? Because Americans are afraid of lawsuits. Rents are sky high right now. Rents are so expensive right now. You know why? Because landlords, they realize I don't want to rent to just anybody. I want to rent to good people. I want to rent to somebody who works in a Silicon Valley. Somebody who's like a tech engineer. Like a computer engineer, working for Facebook or working for fucking, I don't know, Google or whatever, right? Somebody who earns very, very good salary, like $100,000 or something. I'll rent to those kind of people. I'm not going to rent to just some average Joe. You know why? Because they are afraid of lawsuits. Because average Joe will one day turn around and sue you for lots of money over nothing. I remember a few months ago I saw a lawsuit. Some women move into this new apartment, right? And then immediately she sued the landlord, saying that I move into the apartment and then there's flea. I discovered there's flea and I got bitten. My toes got bitten by fleas. And I want to sue the landlord for $1.5 million because of fleas. You understand? Yeah, Americans, they sue for these little things. And the average, Alex Jones, right? Oh, you hurt my feelings, so therefore I deserve $50 million. Each family deserves $50 million. And then stuff like that. It's just that sexual harassment. Like, oh, my co-worker said my legs are pretty. He likes my legs. Therefore, I want to sue him for $6 million. These lawsuits are scaring everybody away. Nobody dares to rent. Landlords, they don't dare to rent to regular people anymore. They want to rent to very, very good people. They want to rent to the one percenters for like shitload of money. And then factory owners, right? They don't dare to open up a factory in the United States anymore. They all move to China. They move their facility to China. All the factory owner, they open up shop in China. You know why? Because in China, there is no risk. There is no crazy woman suing the whole factory for $10 million because somebody said your legs are pretty. Oh, your legs are sexy. Oh, yeah, you owe me $10 million. There's no crazy people like that in China. You know what I'm saying? There's no crazy people suing for a crazy amount of money in China. So all the factories, they move to China. And then the rents are sky high, medical bills sky high, because in the United States, fucking you treat somebody, right? You treat a doctor is trying to treat someone, right? And then, oh, I'm sorry, your husband is dead. He arrived too late. For example, what's this, John Ritter, right? The guy from Three's Company, the guy who played Jack Tripper. He died, right? Because of I forgot the what do you call that disease, okay? And went to the hospital very late. Doctor tried to revive him, but they fucked up. And he died, right? And then he got sued, and the hospital got sued like how many million? I forgot, like 14 or $15 million. It's like, don't you think that? I mean, it's like, what the fuck, man? You guys came in the very last moment, right? John Ritter came to the hospital lying half dead, and we tried to cure this guy. We couldn't cure this guy, and we get sued $14 million. Are you fucking crazy? But in the United States, shit like that happens. So this is the reason why hospitals charging so much money. Factory is all closed up. No more factory in the United States. They all moved to China. And then all the landlords are charging shitload of money for rent. They only rent to the one percenters, you know. I mean, now you want to rent an apartment. It's so fucking difficult, man. They'll check everything. They'll check your background. They want to know where you work. You got to work in a very good company. You cannot just work in some average Joe company. You know, you work in a restaurant. Fuck you. Get lost. Get lost. I don't. I'm not renting to no waiters or kitchen helpers. Get the fuck lost. You know, you gotta work for a prestigious company. You know, or else they're not even gonna rent to you, and then the rent is sky high. You know, and everything is so fucking expensive. It's because of lawsuits. You know, so these lawsuits. Okay, Alex Jones lost so much money. You know, I don't care about Alex Jones. I'm not a fan of his or anything. You know, but I'm just saying that these lawsuits are scaring people away. These lawsuits are causing the our economic troubles. You know, this is the reason why Chinese government they crack down on these lawyers. When they see a lawyer, they crack them down. That's how they play in China. Okay, when they see a human rights lawyer, some human rights lawyers stand up and say, "My client deserves millions of dollars because you did something stupid." You know what the Chinese do? The Chinese government crack them down immediately. The lawyer would suddenly disappear for 3 months, 4 months. He disappeared. They don't see him anymore. The wife and kids is asking, where's my husband? Where's my father? And then they suddenly show up and they wrote a you know they write a report. They write an essay, you know, saying, "Oh, I was wrong. You know, I should not be doing this. I should not be doing that." You know, and then they get banned. You know, they get house arrest. They were under house arrest. You know, they lost their license. They cannot be lawyers anymore. It's like the government will crack these people down. You know, there's a reason for that. It's not because the Chinese government do not respect human rights. It's because these lawyers are fucking assholes. Okay, some of these lawyers are assholes. Like Alex Jones case, right? The Sandy Hook case. It's like, I don't know. Who dares to make a joke nowadays? You know, after this, who dares to make a joke? I mean, there's from now on, there's no more Jay Leno. There's no more Conan O'Brien. There's no more fucking David Letterman. No more, because nobody dares to make a joke. You know, this is supposed to be. They're supposed to view it as comedy. You understand? I mean, Alex Jones, you're not supposed to take this guy seriously. Come on, man. It's his show is half comedy, half news. You understand? You're not supposed to take it seriously. But then, nope, they sued this guy for millions of dollars and they won. So it's like now there's no more comedy. It's not fun. This country is no longer funny, you know. And then nobody dares to open up factories anymore. All the factories moved to China. Rents are sky high because some tenant, you know, is gonna sue you because you have fleas and cockroaches. They're not gonna sue you for a few $1,000s. They're gonna sue you for millions, man. You better watch out, man. They're gonna sue you for millions. You know, so imagine everybody's so afraid. That's the reason why everything is so expensive nowadays. That's the reason why in China they don't allow this kind of bullshit. You know, in China they crack down on these human rights lawyers. They find one, they crack one down. That's how they do it in China. That's how they play in China. They find a human rights lawyer, they crack them down immediately. No more trouble. That's the reason why Chinese economy is stronger. You know, that's the reason why all China has all the factories. You know, everybody's growing, everybody's buying houses. I know. In China right now, it's you know, there's housing bubble and shit. It's because they fucked up. You know, they fucked up the housing shit, right? But then, hey, still, imagine all these people, all these 1.4 billion people. They're doing better than this country. That means there's something wrong in this country. You know, I mean, we're not supposed to be worse than China. We're supposed to be so much better off. We have, United States is pretty huge. We have only like what 300 million people. You know, we have lots of land. We have, and the soil is very fertile, and we are the number one oil producing nation. If we're not better than China, then there is something wrong. I'm telling you, it's because of lawsuits, man. This shit gotta stop, man. Anyway, that's all I want to say. Hope you guys like my channel. If you like, please subscribe. Talk to you guys later.